doing?
Hi.
I'm Taylor.
TJ, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll be the dietitian taking care of you.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
It's been very eventful, Thanksgiving and all, but overall it's been fun spending time with family.
Yeah. Did you have family come in or celebrate at your house?
My family's all over. So my two sisters came in. One lives in New York, the other's in New Hampshire, and we don't spend a lot of time together, but it's fun to have them home for the holidays.
I'm sure it made your parents very happy.
Yeah.
To have you all in the house.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing to eat?
That's a tough question. I don't know. I love food.
All of it?
So yeah. Probably the ham. I love ham and macaroni.
Is that normally like what you have on Thanksgiving or like holidays in
I think
general?
it's a little different just because for holidays or for Thanksgiving, I should say, you don't have turkey and stuffing. I have a little African heritage, so we'll have some African food, and I don't know, it's just nice.
What types of food?
A goosey stew, pounded yam, plantains, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Oxtail, Jamaican too, but it's just fun.
How was your weekend?
It was nice just to not work and just kind of relax, have fun with the family.
Yeah, what do you do for work?
For work, right now, I am a medical assistant. I'm trying to get into med school, so I feel like this would be good to help fill in my resume.
Okay. So are your days very long or?
My shifts are 12 hours at a time.
Okay.
And, I could typically work 2 to 4 times a week, so those hours
Keeps you really busy.
add up on you.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. It'll look good on your resume.
Well, I was just doing an annual health insurance checkup, something like that, and the doc informed me that my blood pressure was a little elevated, so he watched it for a week or two, and it stayed relatively high. I think it was like 144 over 96, something like that.
Okay.
And he just said I should probably do something to probably change it, and referred me to you before trying any medications.
Okay. So you know about hypertension then, I'm assuming, since you are a medical assistant, huh?
I'd like to say I know a little, but I don't know a lot, so maybe you know more than me.
Well, so we know that it can be genetics, and it can also be a lot of lifestyle factors. So what your diet normally consists of. Are you active normally? Seems like you have really busy days, but...
Yeah. Now I'm trying to be more active. In the past, I was couch potato.
Okay, well that's good. That's great that you're getting up and active. How many days a week do you think or would you say you work out?
It really just depends on my work schedule. On my off days, I might, but when I do work, I tend to try to make sure I work out before going into work.
Okay, so that's early, huh?
Super early.
Yeah.
Like 5:30 probably.
Wow, that is. Okay, well, I think that it's really great that you're here. I'm glad that I can help you today. So the purpose of this session will be just to talk about some education, nutrition education, and then maybe if we can set some goals and alter your diet a little bit to help you lower those numbers. I think that'd be really great. I would like to do a 24-hour recall with you if that's possible. So that's just see what you ate in the last day. I know it's kind of different with the holiday and the weekend.
So like a typical day or just like yesterday?
Let's shoot for a typical day because I think it'll help me get a better idea of what you eat, especially during those long hours of work. We can definitely establish some goals to see, or maybe see if you'd want to pack your lunch, or if you eat out. I guess we'll get into that.
I don't think I've ever packed a lunch.
Ever? That's okay. It's the little things. We'll make some goals here.
Okay.
So starting off, we'll go from the very what time you wake up. Yeah, to the end of the day.
Okay.
So what time do you normally wake up? Do you mind if I take notes?
Go for it. If it's helping you, it's helping me, right?
Okay, good. Yes.
But like I said, it depends on if I'm working or not. So I guess I'll take you through the day if I'm working.
Okay.
So if I'm working, I'm waking up about 5:30.
Okay.
I'm going to the gym.
Do you have anything to eat at 5:30?
No.
No.
Well, just water.
Just water.
Water throughout when I wake up and the workout. So wake up, probably drink 16 ounces.
Okay.
Hit the sauna for 10 minutes. Another 16 ounces. Workout.
And what time would you say that would be?
The time I work out at?
Yeah. If you wake up at 5:30 and then...
I would say I'm in the gym, working out by 550 probably.
Okay. So you live close to the gym. That's nice.
Oh, very close, yeah.
And you said another 16 ounces of water?
Yeah, so 32 ounces before I even start the workout.
Okay.
So work out for probably an hour, 10 minutes.
Okay. It's really great that you're active. It's gonna
I'm trying to.
good
do
for
something.
you. Yes.
Gotta do something. But and lately I've been going to Starbucks before work, so I grab a small espresso, like caramel macchiato or something.
Okay. What
And
time would that be?
Right
before
that'd
work?
be like 7:50 for the Starbucks. Is right by where I work.
And you said a small?
Was it a grande small?
It's like the medium size.
Okay, so yeah, the medium.
Okay.
And everything bagel with cream cheese.
Okay. And okay.
So that, and then just depending on how busy the day is and what I'm doing, you know, I'm gonna continue drinking water. I try to get a gallon every day. Around 12 or 1, that's when I start to get hungry again.
Okay.
And like I said, depending on how busy we are, I might just go to, Jersey Mike's or Subway or a tropical smoothie. But if we're not busy, I can kind of venture out and grab Mediterranean food or some pizza.
So when you get the Jersey Mike's or Subway, what do you normally order?
The Italian or the not the Philly steak, but the like Philly chicken steak.
Okay.
So one of those two. Only switch it up between those two.
And what type of condiments do you normally put on your
On it,
sandwiches?
If I'm getting the Italian, it's just what is it?
There's some mayo.
Lettuce, no mayo. Lettuce, oil, vinaigrette, like oregano, onions. I believe that's it.
Okay.
And with the other one,
And then the meats. Is there cheese on those?
oh, for the Italian, yeah, there's provolone, I believe.
Okay. And what size do you normally get? Like a foot long or
I guess
an
I
8-inch?
guess a foot long, like the regular size.
Okay. And then for the Philly chicken steak, is that just it's just melted cheese and
Chicken, melted
seasoned-
provolone, and I make sure
seasoned
to get
chicken.
extra, what was that, jalapenos or peppers? Hot peppers.
and that's the traditional foot long or the
Yeah,
normal
just
size?
regular size as well.
Okay.
But I do get it on wheat,
On wheat. Okay.
because that's healthy, right?
It's good. Yes, whole grains are good.
I try.
Alrighty. So do you have anything to drink with this? Is this just water?
I just usually stick with water in was it Milo or Mio fit, the little squeeze bottles.
Oh yeah, the flavored. Yep. That's great that you're drinking water throughout the day. It's
Yeah,
really good to stay hydrated.
got to.
Okay, so then after your lunchtime, or I guess your second meal, what do you?
So yeah, so that's like what I say, noon to 1 or 1
Yeah.
to 2. So the thing with me is I stay full for the longest. So like I said, I'll continue drinking the water. I rarely get hungry again, but if I do, I might run a tropical smoothie, grab a island green, which is, I don't know what exactly is in it, but I like to think it's fairly healthy.
Okay, so this is a smoothie.
Yes.
What size?
The regular size, I'm not, like it's not big, but it's not small.
Like 16 ounces, 20
I would say
ounces?
16, a regular cup size.
Okay.
There's like
16
spinach and
Smoothie. Do you know what types of
avocado
food?
and-
Okay.
it's green, so it must be healthy, right?
It might be, yes.
And I make sure to get honey instead of any. I don't want any of like regular sugars. I try to get natural. I
Okay.
think that's good. I'm not sure.
It is good. It's good that you're aware of this kind of stuff too. I think you're obviously conscious of what you're
Just
putting in your
faking it,
body.
really.
Yeah.
Just faking it.
Fake it till you make it. Is that the saying?
That is the same.
Alrighty. So then a smoothie, and then what time do you typically get off work?
Well, I would like to say 8 o'clock, but working in the urgent care, someone might come in at 7:55 with a laceration, and that may take 30 minutes to an hour, but typically about 8:15.
Okay. So do you eat anything between your lunchtime and?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm a small stomach. I stay full.
Okay. So anything after dinner or after you get off work then?
Depending on how I feel. Like sometimes I won't be hungry, so I'll eat a snack like peanut butter and jelly, like with one bread and just fold it.
Okay. And
Or-
do you normally buy whole wheat bread for yourself?
It really just depends. I have whole wheat, white. I hear, what is it? 9 grain is the new healthiest one to have or something. I don't know. Hearsay.
Where do you hear all these things at? These facts. Sliced bread could be different. Okay.
Or, yeah, maybe. Or if I'm feeling real just tired, I'll just stop and buy something.
Where do you typically stop if you?
Whatever's on the way. I try to stay away from fast food, but not every day. Or everyone wants to do like Chipotle, little quick things like that. So there's like a Mediterranean place I can go to, or Qdoba, Chipotle, Panera.
So you have a lot of things.
Options on the way home.
Around.
Yeah.
Okay. Accessibility is good. Okay, so say that you stopped at one of those places. What would you typically get?
Let's Coney Island because I'm hungry right now. That sounds good.
Okay.
I'd get a chicken finger pita, but so that's pita bread. Usually it's grilled, but you know I'm trying to be healthy these days, so I'm gonna get it grilled. It's a little healthier. Hold the tomatoes because I hate those. Light lettuce. There's gonna be American cheese on that, I believe, and a honey mustard. Oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
You need to get you some lunch, huh?
And then some fries. Wish I could say just regular fries, but chili cheese fries
Okay.
with a side of ranch. And then that's it.
Okay. That does sound kind of tasty.
Oh, it is.
Okay. So, I guess, would that conclude maybe one of your days, you'd say?
And then they'll knock me right out.
Okay. So looking over this, it actually, you are very conscious of what you're putting in your body, which is good. How confident do you feel in like on a scale of 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
how confident do you feel in like making changes for your work days? So like would you be willing to pack a lunch or even bring snacks throughout the day that are like healthy and to implement more fruits and vegetables into your diet? Or
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, the snack thing, I would probably say a solid 9.
Okay.
Packing lunch, realistically, probably a 3.
Okay. Lunch a 3. Okay. That's good though. I mean, the lunch is one thing because it does take a lot to prepare.
Baby steps.
Yeah. You're not. So are you willing to make those little baby steps?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. So one of the most popular diets that are kind of recommended for people with hypertension is called the DASH diet. The DASH diet is something that's typically recommended for people with hypertension, and it stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. So this is just something that really is like wanting to limit your sodium intake, because the typical American diet is around like 3,400 milligrams, which is kind of a lot. That's because we consume a lot of processed food and stuff like that.
Okay.
But so this is going to be something that limits your intake to about 2,300 milligrams, and that's something that
It's a big jump off.
it is, but it's very doable, especially with I think even with how conscious you are about your meals. I know these sandwiches here might contain a lot, but
Because of processed meat and everything. Okay.
and like cheeses and stuff like that, but we can limit things and really like, I don't know, kind of modify and see where we can go.
Okay.
So it really emphasizes on fruits and vegetables and then whole grains. So this is just like kind of a layout of like what eat or the servings per day that you'd want to intake. So grains, 6 to 8 servings. It sounds kind of a lot, but
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming.
it is. But sometimes like these bagels might be like 2 servings. So, like it's not necessarily like
So
one bagel.
One bagel's a serving?
Or it depends on like the size of the bagel,
okay.
or like if it's whole wheat, maybe we could consider switching from an everything bagel to a whole wheat bagel, because then you'll get your whole grains in there.
It's less flavor, but I guess.
And then fruits and vegetables, those we want to have like 4 to 5 servings, so maybe we could implement those snacks that you'd be willing to take to work.
Okay. Question about that then. What about dried fruit? Is that the same or is that different? Or?
If it's dried fruit, if it's unsweetened, it would be good. It depends on like how much you're having, the type of fruit. Like, it can be counted as a serving, but you know.
What you would recommend staying away from that and just trying to go with
the fresh. The fresh is probably the best, but we can start with that because that's a smaller.
I'm a fan of dried fruit.
Okay,
Dried mangoes,
yeah.
to be specific.
Do you like them when they're unsweetened? Like just,
Honestly,
you know.
I don't know if they've been sweetened or not. I
Okay.
know they're good.
Well, we can start with the dried stuff and then maybe work our way, or
I've found that fruits kind of go bad very quickly.
they do. They do. It is hard to keep them
Keep them fresh.
Okay, so then dairy, 2 to 3 servings a day, which I don't really think you have that much of an issue with what you're consuming already.
Mm-hmm.
And then your lean meats. I see that you're really only eating one big meal once a day. So maybe we can implement something in the morning, especially maybe on those days that you have off. You
Mm-hmm.
can cook for yourself, or even if you go out to eat, if that's something that you like to do, we can just implement some lean proteins into your breakfast.
Okay.
So, I guess from here we could just look over this recall and see like what changes you would be willing to make or alter throughout your day.
Okay.
So starting with breakfast.
Do you mind if I flip this?
No, yeah, please, and you can circle things, or if you want to go through and
If you
say
don't
like,
mind, I will.
okay. I don't at all.
Okay, so I could wake up a little earlier and make oatmeal.
Okay.
Steel cut is my favorite.
Okay, great.
It's better than regular, isn't it?
Well, oats are whole grain anyways,
Oh,
but the type, it's just like how it's cut, so
Oh, okay.
it really doesn't matter. Why don't you, if you want, we can write it out here, so then we can have a clean, I think it should work.
Interesting. So I could do morning oats.
Okay.
So the night before, and eat that before I go to the gym.
Do you like having fruit with that?
Oh yes, of course. And that could hit my dairy, right?
Mm-hmm. And maybe a serving of fruit. That would be really great.
And probably some raspberries. I always get raspberries and blueberries confused, so I do that. And then do my workout, continue with the water, change my everything bagel. There's got to be something in the middle, so I get some flavor still, but something like with the whole grain.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Would you be interested in maybe finding like a flavored cream cheese?
No, I'm not opposed to that. So okay, so
Just to start, yeah, that'd be great. Because then you still get some flavors in there. I know whole wheat stuff can be kind of bland sometimes.
yeah, for sure.
I think that's a really great.
And then instead of Jersey Mike's, processed meats and all this bad stuff. There's a panera. There's a Mediterranean place that makes a phenomenal salad.
Okay.
Or if I'm really feeling myself, I could pack a lunch, try once a week.
Okay, that would be good. Yeah, maybe even just one of those shifts that you have a week, or even just changing the place, because those deli meats, they're highly processed with some
Right.
saturated fat that contributes to your hypertension. So
I'll remove all that basically, and then I would say I've cut down on the smoothies a lot, but instead of that, I could get some I forgot what they're called.
a smoothie is actually pretty good because that will get your fruit servings in. As long as, I'm not very familiar with how a tropical smoothie does, but they're smoothies, but as long as there's like not a lot of added sugar, because sometimes they put that like juice or that
Right, the sweetener.
yeah, the
syrup
thick,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that stuff.
But I was
So
thinking maybe replacing this with the dried fruits like we talked about, or
yeah, that would be awesome.
ardent nuts. I forget. I like one certain type. Pistachios.
Okay,
So-
yeah, that'd be really great.
Should do those too.
You could even do just like a little trail mix. You could get your dried fruit in there, and
What about Cajun? The spicy mix.
That's okay.
That's
That-
still good.
it's gonna have some salt on there,
Oh,
so
that'll defeat the whole purpose.
yes. But some other types of trail mixes might be better.
Okay. And then I feel like the PB&J, use one slice of bread. That's not bad. Not too much carbs. And then just instead of getting something from the Coney or something, just try to be a little more cognizant of what I'm eating, because this is not chili cheese fries. Let's be honest, that's not very healthy.
Maybe just regular fries to start with, and
Or
then you
just
can
eliminate the fries
slowly.
altogether.
If you're willing to make those eliminations, then I think that's really great.
I don't need them, but sometimes my mind says otherwise.
Yes. Well, and it's okay to have a balance and have variety, and
Or what about sweet potato fries instead of regular fries? Would you
Yes.
say those are healthy?
yes, I mean that would be a really good alternative just to start with, and then
Because with those, you don't really have to put too much salt
right.
on them like regular fries.
Yeah, I know that'd be really great.
So I'm thinking,
Look,
trying-
I know
trying to
you're
get rid of
coming
the
up with all
sodium.
these goals. This
Trying.
is wonderful. So, is there anything else that I can do that could like help you make these changes or overcome some of maybe the possible barriers you
I
might
guess
have?
if anything, I would say I'd want to come back with maybe a little journal or something. Just
A food diary?
oh yeah.
Would that be-
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's something I was going to recommend for our next
Just-
session.
Just a food diary, just showing you the little changes that I've been trying to make, and just you editing it or putting your input on what you think I could change more, so I could be a little bit healthier overall.
Okay, I think that's great. So from here, I think if you could, take a food diary, kind of record what you're eating, and then maybe some like problem areas you can like highlight. Just be like, this day I was really craving some Cajun trail mix or some Coney fries, or these days, like maybe if it's harder for you to pack lunches or something like that, then we can really get a better idea of like what's around you, so we can find better alternatives. So I think that would be really awesome, and then we can meet back in like a month or so,
Oh wow.
or 3 weeks.
I won't say my diary's gonna be pretty thick.
But it's from here, it doesn't seem like you eat that much, so maybe it won't be.
Okay.
But I think it'd be really great if you worked on some of these things that we
Okay,
talked
wonderful.
about.
You mind if I take these? Or?
Not at all, those are for you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
All of it, or?
You can take all of it. That would be,
Thank
yes. Well, it was great to meet you.
No, thank you.
I'm
I
glad that you
appreciate
came in, and
Thank you.
we can go from here. So.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Look forward to our next meeting.